Hey guys. Hey guys, welcome to the Chicago Auto Show, and this is TFL Front Row. And as you can tell, you are in the front row of the very first debut here at the Chicago Auto Show, and that is, of course, right in front of us, which is going to be the new Toyota.
Is there?
Well, can we say what it is, Andre, or you can probably guess what it is. That's going to be the Tundra over there. Let me pan over and kind of show you.
There's lots of design. We're all the way on that side. That kind of thing too.
That's going to be the 4Runner TRD Pro, and then Ian, you want to pan over over my left shoulder there? That's going to be the new TRD Taco. And if you've been following our coverage, you'll note that one of the biggest changes is that there's a snorkel now on the new.
It's not a snorkel, Roman.
It's not a snorkel, Andre. What is it, Andre?
It's an air desert intake.
It's an air. So we'll give you more.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm Jakin.
Hey, Jakin. Nice to meet you.
We're live.
You're live. Here,
We're live right now.
No. Come on. Sit down, Jakin. Look at the camera. We'll talk before the reveal starts. This is Jakin. Jakin, what's your job here, Tatum?
So I'm a development engineering manager.
Okay.
I do all the TRD performance tests.
So this is the man that put the air intake. It's not a snorkel, right?
Desert air intake
on the truck. Why is it desert air intake and not a snorkel?
Well, if you look at kind of Toyota's history out in the market,
Yeah.
look at other countries, Australia, South Africa, the whole reason for those markets is basically to avoid the ingestion of a lot of dust.
Because you get the air coming up high as opposed to down here.
So it's a common misconception that it's used for river.
Right.
Now, there are some customers that do that type of thing, but really the purpose and how we designed it was solely for driving out in dusty conditions to avoid all that dust intrusion into the air intake.
So does it increase the fording depth at all of the car or truck?
It's not something we focused on.
Okay, all right. So it's about getting clean air.
It's clean air because you're basically where the air intake picks up right now. It's down the lower fender.
Right. That's what I said. It's about on there.
Yeah. So it's very clean air way up top of it. So.
Okay. All right. Now, the fear I would have if I were buying one of these is that it's a dealer installed option. They're going to have Jim Bob go and cut the hole in the truck.
Yeah.
How do you guys do it? Do you do it at the factory, or how does it work?
Yeah. So we work for a center in Arbor, and they design the fender, and at the plant in San Antonio, TMTS, basically they stamp it.
Okay.
They insulate it, and all that.
So it's all stamped, it's all
all ready
factory,
to
so
go.
there's not going to be corrosion.
Absolutely not. So that was a big focus of ours. Toyota is so big into having high quality, corrosion. So yes, we basically designed it very closely.
I think you're the first OEM to actually have a secondary air intake. Is it always a secondary air intake, or does it still get air from both? So we'll get it from the bottom and
This reroutes
completely okay.
That's correct.
So if you put your hand on it, you'll cover up all air going into the air.
That would happen, but yeah, please don't do that.
Okay. And is it available on all TRD models, or just the Taco?
Current plan is just to come to
Okay.
Tacoma TRD Pro specifically.
All right, so obviously these TRD Pros are going to get unveiled here. So what took you the hardest? What was the hardest challenge in designing a new one?
I think the packaging. So we had a hard time basically positioning the snorkel. We learned a lot from some of our counterparts around the world, but there were some difficulties. Traditional snorkel mounts for vehicles.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
There's little holes.
8 on the passenger side.
Yeah, that's correct. In this case, because of the limitations of the plant and the curvature of the vehicle and all those different things, stain configuration, digest, and all that sort of thing, we had to come up with a new method to mount it. And so we basically reused the roof rack accommodations that are in the vehicle.
Okay.
So it's kind of like the first vehicle that mounts a snorkel utilizing those accommodations.
That's cool. So there's no holes in the pillar.
No, it's another corrosion of improvement. So it's just high quality. That's what I was thinking.
Okay, and have you done any testing to see if it does give you clean airflow? Have you actually taken it out in the desert and run it out there? Yeah.
Done a lot of testing.
Yeah. So what kind of testing do you do? Tell me about that.
So a lot of our testing is done out in the desert.
In Arizona, right? You're putting grounds in Arizona?
Arizona, California, all over the country. Actually.
That's going to be the fun part of your job.
So yeah, we absolutely love tuning the vehicle. So yeah, a lot of our testing is done. Kind of how these pros were developed years ago. High speed delegation. Almost analogous to a clock on style driving.
So right now, overlanding is becoming red hot, right?
Yes.
And a lot of people are using it as a way to go camping on the weekends or actually to go around the world. So you've got this whole kind of community of people who do it either way. how are these vehicles kind of set up for that?
Well, I mean, they definitely have the suspension that can basically take you wherever you want. So there's kind of that performance advantage, that you have with the suspensions. They have the protection with the skid plates. They have, you'll see they have the improvements to the cargo capacity that put them in the control and kind of the overland tough look roof. So, I mean, they have the whole package, and they also maintain a lot of the reliability that you need in an overland situation.
Andre, are there any questions that our viewers have that we may want to ask before we go live here in 5 minutes? So we got about 5 minutes.
Yeah, but we're monitoring. Just let them know we're monitoring your questions.
Okay, so if you guys have any questions, we got about 5 minutes before we start unveiling these bad boys. So this is your chance to ask the guy who developed all these TRD goodies to tell you what you're interested in. So I guess you've got a vehicle that you can take camping, and you can also go like high speed desert running in, right? Everything in between.
Absolutely.
And I gotta ask, are they cool new colors coming?
Two new cars.
Colors.
Oh, colors.
Yeah.
I think they'll be revealed here very shortly.
Okay, because I was here, I think 2 years ago, and you kind of came out with that cement color. Remember that? I think it was called cement. Yeah, cement gray.
That's right.
Yeah, it was way cool.
So it's a strategy that we typically will have unique colors.
Yeah.
Today we'll have an announcement shortly.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, we'll find out soon.
All right. And when you're out in the desert running, or what do you guys focus on? Is it like mainly, let's face it, most of the people who buy this, even though it's got all the off-road stuff, how much on-road driving.
All of our customer research shows
Andre, you got a question?
Yeah, people are asking, can you include this air intake on other Tacomas, or is it primarily?
I don't know if it's just the TRD Pro, or can you include it in like an off-road version that's not the Pro?
We'll look to kind of see if there's any
Yeah, and if you guys want to go buy a Toyota and put your own hole, I'm sure that's certainly something that's my little template, right? Get the sawzall.
Yeah.
So how does it work? I mean, basically it's an extension of where the air comes from. Like, what is the air filter and how does it come? Yeah, have it move. Okay.
So basically, we just relocate where the initial intake is externally of the vehicle.
Right, and is there any other air filter that's actually in the? I'm gonna call it auxiliary air intake. It's not a snorkel. So is there any kind of filter there, or is it just a little like the grating that's on the front?
We have the grate there for protection against,
leaves and rocks and such. Yeah.
But
We've got some interference in the sound right now.
Okay.
With that interference, so maybe we should stop and maybe wait for the show.
Hey, so let's do this. I'm Roman.
Roman, okay.
Nice to meet you. We do a formal interview, not like this, but actually afterwards. Okay, all right. I'll see you afterwards. Thank you very much. What's happening to the sound?
That's static interference, guys. Sorry about that. It's better now.
That's better. Up until you left, that's better. Thanks. Sorry, guys. It's live, guys. So
guys,
we're gonna
I have my computer here because I'm monitoring your comments and also, trying to monitor the sound. So, we're trying to make this as seamless as possible.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here with a lot of phones and a lot of electronics, so you're going to get that kind of sound. So guys, just to keep you kind of in the loop today, there are going to be at least 3 other reveals from the Chicago Auto Show. We're going to try to live stream those as well. So right after this, we're going to go to Ford, which happens basically a half hour after this one, so that's 10 o'clock, right? Or is it 9:30?
9:30 and 10 is Hyundai.
10 is Hyundai, and then Volkswagen is at 10:30.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. 10 is VW, and then Hyundai after that.
Yeah, so we've got at least
And we're
three
front
other.
row.
Yeah, we're front row, and you're front row.
Yes.
And there are going to be technical difficulties. I'm just going to say it because you know that's how this goes. But we'll do our best to give you guys a front row seat at these reveals. And I think this is probably the most significant of them in terms of kind of vehicles.
And it's the first one.
And it's the first one, yeah. So with Ford, I think it's going to be a new van.
Yes.
Transit Connect with a new diesel engine, I think that's coming. With Hyundai, we can't tell you because it's still embargoed on
VW, we can't quite tell you.
VW, we can't quite tell you,
But you'll see it soon.
you'll see it soon. And then if you have any questions,
We'll answer the questions here.
yeah, we'll answer them. We won't be able to talk to you once this show starts, but we'll do it online, and we'll do our best to get you. I'm missing out, Andre. To get you the latest news first. Usually Chicago traditionally is a truck show, so there's a lot of new trucks that are revealed here, and of course this is also the case here because this is going to be a truck show. As you know, in Detroit this year really was a truck show. We had the new Silverado, and you can watch those videos on TFL Truck. We also had the new Ram, and of course the Ranger reveal. All those vehicles are here, so we're going to come down to Chicago and look at those trucks. They're all here. The other thing that you might want to check out is if you go to our truck YouTube channel, TFLfront. If you go to our website, either TFL Truck or our truck YouTube channel, we have everything you want to know video about this already because we got the description ahead of time, so we were able to post that when the embargo.
Please welcome Group Vice President and General Manager, Toyota Division, Toyota Motor North America, Jack Haas.
Well, good morning, everyone. And let's make this the best part of your Chicago Auto Show experience, all right? I want to thank you, first of all, for taking time out of your morning to be here. And for those of you watching online, hello from Chicago. You know, Toyota loves the Windy City. And we're always excited to be right here. In Chicago, that's where Toyota loves to unveil some of our coolest stuff. You know, stuff that likes to get dirty. That looks phenomenal with mud caked all over it. Well, we definitely have some exciting vehicles to share with you today. But before we rip these covers off, hey, how's your 2018 going so far? Well, we're only in February, but as a brand, we're off to a winning start. And not only are sales really strong, but we're embarking on a company-wide mission that means a lot to us, especially right now. It's supporting the Olympics and Paralympics. It's really an honor, and we're extremely proud to stand behind the world-class men and women of Team USA. In fact, everyone is in Pyeongchang right now for the start of the 23rd Olympic Winter Games that actually start later today. Now, some of you say, yeah, I saw it on last night on the Olympic Channel. Those preliminaries, it actually officially starts today, and the opening ceremonies are tomorrow. But it's the culmination of countless training hours that comes down to the next 17 days. And by now, I'm sure you've all seen the Start Your Impossible theme in our Olympic messaging. You know, this is truly, it's more than a slogan for us. It marks Toyota's commitment to support the creation of a more inclusive and sustainable society where everyone has the freedom to move and the ability to reach their potential. But before the games begin, we want to share a quick message from one of our team ambassadors directly to you all here in Chicago. Take a listen.
Good morning, Jack, and good morning, Chicago. I'm Ashley Wagner, a U.S. Olympic figure skater and proud member of Team Toyota, and I am going to be acting as your exclusive guide in Pyeongchang, giving you guys a behind-the-scenes look at what it's like to be experiencing the 2018 Winter Games. Follow along with me using the hashtag Team Toyota as I interview my fellow Team Toyota Olympic athletes, give you guys an idea of what it's like to be experiencing the culture of South Korea, and just letting you guys know what it's like to be at the Winter Olympics. So I know that Jack has some really exciting truck news, so I'll throw it back to you guys, but go Team USA!
Yeah, how about go Team USA? Yeah. I don't know you, I'm an Olympic junkie. I'm kind of like, USA, USA. Okay. Come on, USA, USA. It just feels good. Give it up, come on. No, listen, I want to thank Ashley. Ashley's over there with us, a great athlete. We want to wish all of our athletes the best of luck. And I know that I'm looking forward to seeing Team USA bring home some serious hardware. Oh, and on just another quick note, you should be aware that we just recently became a global partner for the Special Olympics. And we're honored to be sponsoring the 50th anniversary ceremony this year, right here in Chicago, where it all began in 1968. And just like numbers in sports, well, numbers are important to us as well. Now get a hold of these. In 2017, we had record sales of trucks and SUVs. And that means we posted our 6th consecutive year of increases. Sounds pretty good, right? But the reality is, just about everyone's doing well with trucks and SUVs right now. But for us, here's the difference. Our guests are actually using their vehicles to get out and explore, to get dirty, and never avoid that mud hole, to crawl over a rock pile, to let loose, and ultimately just to have fun. And we know this because they're buying the trucks that have the capability to get there. Since 1979, we've offered homegrown performance packages from Toyota Racing Development, which we've all come to love and know of TRD. Now, did you know, however, that more than 40% of all Tundras, Tacomas, and 4Runners sold in 2017 were equipped with a TRD package? And a staggering 56% of Tacomas sold were TRD grades. I think that's pretty amazing. And nowadays, more than ever, guests look to our trucks and SUVs as leaders in performance, capability, and safety technology. And that brings us to the 3 vehicles under these silks. Now, we've recently shown you some very cool concepts like the FTAC and the FT4X, 2 vehicles that break out of the traditional confines of SUVs. But today, we're not showing you any more concepts. Our TRD engineers have crafted new vehicles for our most adventurous guests. Tap into our rich racing and off-road heritage, which includes, I heard you talking about a little earlier, the great support we get from Ivan Ironman Stewart. And also what we learned during CJ Dreve's 2017 Torque Pro 4 Championship, and drawing inspiration from Martin Truex Jr.'s 2017 NASCAR Cup Series Championship, which, by the way, this car is right back here if you get a chance to take a look. Man, that's a lot to learn from and take from. And at Toyota, we have a storied history of building awesome trucks. And these vehicles put an exclamation on that legacy. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce our newest batch of trail-dominating off-road vehicles, the 2019 Tacoma, Tundra, and 4Runner TRD Pros. Actually, I love being an owner of one of the Tundras. It's always fun to be up here with us, and it's pretty impressive stuff, I think. The TRD Pros you see right here represent our flagship off-roaders. So you want to get off the pavement and go explore? You grab one of these bad boys and go. I've won the Baja 1000. Now these vehicles have scaled volcanoes. They've braved the frigid Arctic. They even cut through the jungles of Vietnam. Ultimately, TRD Pros cater to the adventurous that wants a vehicle just as tough as they are. It's safe to say they're up for just about anything, anytime, and anywhere. But how do we know that? Well, it's simple, because they're equipped for it. This year, all TRD Pros will ride on Fox internal bypass shocks, tuned by our very own TRD engineers. These are not just some off-the-shelf kind of part, folks. These are tailor-made. And as I mentioned before, lessons learned in racing led to the technology that you're going to see here today. And the shocks and internal bypasses allow us to precisely tune the damping, which means guests get a comfortable ride on their commute, and incredible capability in the whoops, on the trails, or on the rocks. And not only that, but the front shocks are paired with TRD springs for that, offering up that additional lift to enhance off-road performance and provide an aggressive stance. Out back, the shocks feature a piggyback reservoir that houses additional oil to ensure peak performance in the most demanding situations. To me, that's next level stuff right there. Unfortunately, TRD Pros also, they look the part. Inside, you're going to find bold TRD Pro branding throughout. If you take a look real quickly, black is the name of the game on the outside. There are black TRD Pro badges and unique TRD Pro wheels. Underneath, the front end is a TRD Pro skid plate that has iconic TRD is the vintage-inspired signature black grille on each. In true TRD Pro fashion, there are only a handful of colors available, plus one totally exclusive option. And this year, that color is Voodoo Blue, borrowed from the beloved FJ Cruiser. Oh, before I forget, let's talk about the most important, or maybe how about this? What's the most impossible thing to ignore? The bumper. No, you don't doubt. I know, Tacoma is wearing some new hardware. Yeah, that's the new TRD Desert Air Intake. It's pretty cool. And TRD designed it to help Toyota Tacoma's engine perform at its best in dusty environments. So instead of having the air intake near the wheel well, like it usually is, TRD brought it up out of the dust line and into the clean air. Pretty sure we're the first to offer that. I call that innovation. And the TRD on Tacoma, the exhaust will feature a new black chrome tip. And Tacoma also features Rigid Industries LED fog lights. And like 4Runner, it gets a standard premium JBL audio system with subwoofer. Now take a look that way. Now let's take a look at the Tundra TRD Pro. It gets the full Fox setup. Rigid Industries LED fog lights and a new hood scoop for added flair. Out back, the throaty TRD dual exhaust is enhanced with new black chrome tips. Let's look this way. Take a look at the 4Runner. The Go Anywhere 4Runner gets even more capable in TRD Pro form. And those new Fox shocks will enhance its off-highway abilities. There's the black 17-inch TRD wheels that help complement the black badging on the exterior. And up top is a new TRD roof rack, which offers utility to stash additional cargo. Now, as you know, safety is the utmost priority on all Toyotas, even our most capable off-road trucks. So every TRD Pro features our Star safety system, and on top of that, the Tundra and Tacoma both come standard with Toyota Safety Sense. And it's obvious that these 2019 TRD Pros have imposing style. But looks aside, they are without a doubt our most impressive off-road vehicles ever, and they further cement the rich legacy of our TRD brand. Unfortunately for us, people can't stop talking about their love for their vehicles either. Our TRD-equipped trucks and SUVs are some of the most socially shared vehicles in the world, and TRD is the #1 hashtag for Toyota on Instagram. And it's that kind of organic, that honest appreciation for our vehicles that makes people want to share their adventures on social media. You know, I love it. Toyota, let's go places. Well, let's go places has never been more fitting for a group of vehicles. The new 2019 TRD Pros are ready for your next adventure. All right, how's the saying go? When the going gets tough, the No. How about this? When the tough gets going, that's where you're gonna find TRD Pros. Well, by the way, after you get done checking out these trucks and snapping a few pictures, let us know what you think on social media by using the TRD and TRD Pro hashtags. And be sure to stop by. Right behind over here is our coffee bar. Please pick up your TRD Pro. There's a Yeti tumbler there for you to take with you. Now, we know everyone's excited to see these vehicles up close, but could you please allow a few moments for photographers to get up here and capture a few images? And with that, I thank you again for joining us today. Be careful outside, it's getting cold. Have a great day. Thanks, Ron.
Hey guys, well there you have it. That's the brand new Toyota Tacoma, 4Runner, and Tundra TRD Pro. And basically, if you're looking for a brand new truck, you're not going to see it. It's an upgrade on the current truck. And probably the most noteworthy thing, of course, is the fact that they all have upgraded box suspension. And we got a snorkel on the Tacoma. So stay tuned to TFL for more Chicago reveals. We're going to head over to the Ford stand and hopefully get you live there as well for all you van fans. As always, this is Roman with our entire team. Hey guys. Over there is Andre, and holding a place for us on the front row, TFL front row, is Nathan over at Ford. So we're going to head on over there. And if you want to learn more about this, go over to TFLtruck.com or go over to our truck YouTube channel. We've already got a video with the interiors, kind of explaining everything, or at least as much as there is to know about these new vehicles. And come back in a few. We'll be right back from Ford. Ciao.